JR, I'm calling the most disparate game of the week, the most obvious one. It's almost by definition. 31-0 Chargers over the Jets. Okay. The reason I want to bring up this game is because it's a perfect example of winners and losers, right? The losers, the Jets, losers. Like, oh, Geno Smith, I don't know, 27 yards. Michael Vick comes in. I don't know if you heard that shot that Michael Vick took at Geno Smith.
No.
He said, no, Geno's a good quarterback, blah, 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 blah. You know, I just know how to put I have a lot of experience in knowing how to put my teams in winning positions. Okay? Like, oh, okay. Well, 31-0, they were not quite in a winning position. So, I mean, it was disaster any way you sliced it. But the Chargers, every week I come back and I talk about how methodical they are. They're not playing around. They're not Tennessee blowing a lead. They're not the Eagles blowing a lead. They're like, oh, we have a 21-0 lead. Here's a new idea. We'll make it 31-0. Yeah. We're going to put our boot on your neck, and we're not going to let up. That's the kind of team I love. That's a winning team.
This is the problem with the Chargers. And it's no matter what kind of season they have, it's a surprise. If at the end of the season they won 11 games, like, wow, I didn't really see the Chargers win those 11 games. That's odd. If they win 8 games, you're like, damn, the Chargers only won 8 games? It's always a surprise, and they somehow sneak in the playoffs, or they don't. Either way, people are surprised that they're that good or they're that bad. Something is always wrong with the Chargers. You're like, oh, the Chargers won 11 games. That's awesome. Man, I didn't see that. And then they get in the playoffs and they suck. I mean, San Diego fans have heart attacks every postseason or every end of the season because something happens wrong where you're like, man, weren't they just up the entire season?
But that's the past, man. That's the past.
It happens all the time.
It 100% depends on your coach. The reason you said all those things is because Marty Schottenheimer is a fantastic season coach, regular season coach. He's the Peyton Manning of coaches. Does wonderful in the regular season, and then we'll get a shocking loss in the playoffs. Except it's Schottenheimer. Don't be shocked, okay? And then they had, of course, Norv Turner that took the most talented team in the NFL and turned it into the most incompetent team in the NFL while competing with the Lions, right? The Jets, at that point, were like, hey, we're only number 3 on the most incompetent list. But look, you take away Norv Turner, now we've had a little more than a year to clean out the cancer, the virus, the Ebola from the Chargers. Ebola-free, Mike McCoy, great coach. All of a sudden, they are mauling everybody. And this year, one, you shouldn't be surprised when they win that many games, and you will not be surprised in the playoffs when they do well.